What if the thing you're most afraid of hasn't even happened yet, but you've already lived it 100 times in your mind? That was me during pregnancy, terrified of postpartum before it even arrived. Let me tell you what happened.
Hi, my name is Cherish E. Ebony. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm your host on the Women in Motion series. I'm really glad you're here. Today's conversation is one I believe you won't want to miss. So stick with me till the very end. Let's dive in. On today's episode of my Unfiltered series, I'm going to be sharing about my postpartum journey, navigating motherhood. By the time you're seeing this video, I'm 7 months postpartum. Before I gave birth to my child, I remember being terrified of postpartum, especially postpartum depression. I would go on social media and see so many things that kept feeding my fears. I kept wondering, how is life going to be like after giving birth to this bundle of joy, as they would call it? At some point, I decided to snap out of whatever that was, the fears, the terror, the torment, and do certain things that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. But before we get right to the lessons, I want to share some stories. The first highlight was before I gave birth. On this very day, I remember sitting with my husband, and it was like they wore me a cloak of fear. I was so terrified. My body was shaking and I started to cry. I was crying bitterly. And the only thing in my spirit was to play the song, Fear is Not My Future. I don't know if you know the song, but it goes,
hello peace, hello joy, hello love, hello strength, hello hope.
and I kept playing that song and crying, and I felt better after a while. And then my husband started to speak to me and speak over me. Now, a few weeks later, I had my baby. It was one of the most incredible experiences, I promise you. I didn't know how I was going to feel, but just seeing her alive and well, in perfect condition, I was grateful to God. I was super excited. Now, let's fast forward to a few weeks after I had my baby. I came back home. I had my mother, my mother-in-law, my sisters-in-law taking care of me, just everyone being so supportive. I mean, I had my husband by my side, and things were going well until this very morning. I was sleep deprived. We had spent all night trying to pacify my baby, and I remember waking up. So my mother would usually come to bath her before she goes to work early. So this was say around 5 a.m. ish, and she came to bath the baby. And our usual ritual was, when she comes to bath the baby, I would be pumping milk so my husband can feed the baby while I sleep. But on this day, I wasn't having it. I was so irish here, my people. And I just remember walking out of the room, going to look for somewhere to cry, somewhere where nobody will see me. And then I heard the Holy Spirit say, go to your husband. So my husband was seated in the living room, and when I was, on my way to him, in my head, I just wanted to go and tell him how tired I was, how I wasn't feeling good, how I wasn't feeling well, how I just wanted to, disappear. And when I went to the living room and I saw my husband, as I opened my mouth to speak, I started crying. He stood up, came to me, and hugged me. I broke down in tears. I cried and cried and cried in his warm embrace. And what I remember from that day was he kept me on the couch after I had cried, and went to the room to help my mom with whatever she needed. I slept off, and when I woke up, I felt better. That is one day I don't think I can forget in a hurry. And that is just one of many more experiences that has graced my postpartum journey. In 7 months, I've had my highs, my lows, it has been worthwhile. I tell you, there are days I wake up strong, there are days I don't even want to wake up at all. I don't want to be a superhero, I don't want to be a super mom. There are days I am tired, I'm exhausted, but in all of that, I've seen myself show traits that I didn't know was in me. In summary, my postpartum journey has been one worth going on. My postpartum journey has expanded myself. It has expanded me. It has stretched me. It has shown me that I could grow. It has shown me possibilities. And there are a few things I want to share with you today that I think would help you, for that mother who's expecting a new life in, her family, for a mom who is going through her own postpartum journey. Number one, I want you to speak what you want to see. Now, I told you that after a while I was pregnant, I had to snap out of fear and terror of PPD, postpartum in its entirety. And one of the things that I did was to start speaking to myself. I started speaking to my mind. I started speaking what I wanted to see, what I wanted my postpartum to look like. The experiences I was seeing of other moms, especially the extremely terrifying ones, I spoke everything positive I wanted to see. It doesn't mean that postpartum is going to be easy when you start speaking to yourself and speaking into your postpartum, season. But it means that you hold the power of determining how you want your postpartum season to go, what you want to see. I can tell you for a fact that postpartum depression, I don't think I've really experienced that. I've had days that I've been so tired and exhausted, and I think I just needed to sleep for a prolonged period. But to be utterly depressed and, just not know how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to navigate, I don't think I've really experienced that. Secondly, one thing that has helped me is learning to be kind to myself. I have learned by experience, I'm still learning, that as a mother, you have to be kind to yourself. Give grace to yourself. Before you ask others to give grace to you, before you ask anybody to show compassion, are you compassionate to yourself? Be kind to yourself. You are a human being. You are a woman. You are a mother. It is not easy to bring life to the world. I mean, as much as childbearing is a biological dimension of motherhood, there is a broader spectrum, of course. But we cannot take away the fact that it is the most sacred and indispensable expressions of motherhood. You are a fundamental necessity, and you influence outcomes that go far beyond what is immediately visible. So I want to encourage you. You are amazing, Mom. You are incredible. Be kind to yourself. No pressure, no comparison. Stop acting as though your life has not taken a 360-degree turnaround. No, it's not easy, but you're doing it regardless, and I celebrate you. Finally, Mom, this is what I want to leave you with. For every woman that has born a child, you hold my deepest respect. Your courage echoes through generations, and you are one of the bravest women who ever walked this earth. Beyond perfection, your presence, attunement, your efforts, your selflessness, that is worthy of recognition, respect, and honor. I hope you celebrate yourself as much as I celebrate you. I'm sending so much love to you. You are amazing. Till I come your way again, I want you to continue to give yourself grace, because this journey is not easy at all. And one thing that would help is a little bit more kindness. Take care. Ciao.